and welcome back to Super Mario Maker, where we will continue our journey to get all the Amiibo costumes. I could cheese it a little bit because I haven't scanned in all of my Amiibo, but I'm going to try to do it relatively legit. Plus, it promotes other people's levels. Obviously I'm not showing codes or anything, but hey, it gets levels out there in the world. So that's cool. The people, I'm not really giving much feedback other than don't make bad levels, which I haven't seen too many bad levels so far, so I'm happy about that. This is like the fourth. I was doing a couple rounds of 100 Mario off screen as well, and this is one of the title screen levels. So like for every time I see one that's blatantly based on a title screen, I can't exactly start because, you know, I feel like it's kind of cheating, basically taking the title screen random level each day and then making an actually good level out of it. It's like just I always make levels from scratch. So I do find it a little bit cheating, but it was still a fun level. It wasn't a bad level by any means. I find it a little redundant when everyone just makes, this tutorial level over and over again. Yeah, this doesn't suck you down as much as in Super Mario Bros. Originally. OG. Not complaining, because I hate that. Oh, another grievance I have. No Dry Bowser. It'd be a super minor touch, but if you could like combine Dry Bros and Bowser, I think it'd be cool to have Dry Bowser. I was playing the original Super Mario World, and the physics were so loose in that game. It was actually throwing me off. I mean, this game's physics are this game basically uses new Super Mario Bros. New physics. And yeah, the physics for each individual game are so different. It's weird going back to the original games, because they look the same, but they play so differently. That's actually cool. What else can I talk about? But yeah, yeah, again, I've gotten lucky with Amiibo occasionally, like the Splatoon set, and also Zero Suit Samus, as I said last time. But in general, I've had horrible Amiibo luck. Holy cow, auto-scroller, I hate auto-scrollers. Only 10 seconds, that's interesting. I'm not sure what that level was going for, because it felt too easy, I think. I mean, I know this is class-wise as easy, but it felt a little too basic. Like, the super fast auto-scroll would be really cool if you use it perfectly. But in general, I don't see much use for the super fast stuff. Just like the regular, the low and medium auto-scroll speeds, I can see a lot of application for it, but not the really fast auto-scroll, because frankly, you have to fine-tune the jumping so much to get that to actually be fun. Okay, that was weird. What else? Yeah, like I've never even seen a Marth on the store shelf. I've even seen Wii Fit Trainer Villager. I've never even seen Marth. I kind of regret not getting Villager, to be honest, just because of how rare he's gotten. I think Pit and Palutena and Dark Pit would be cool, but they aren't like must-owns for me. Because I'm not like the biggest Uprising fan. I mean, don't get me wrong, Uprising is a really good game. It's just not like amazing, best game ever. But yeah, Uprising is really good. But I just don't need to pay $36 for Amiibo for them. $39 for Amiibo for Kid Icarus. Like Metroid, again, like I was saying before, Sea of Samus was just a fluke because they just got a shipment in of Amiibo. I would have gotten Sea of Samus otherwise, but it's like, dang, this is rare. And I'm a huge Metroid fan. I'm like not like a super fan, but I do really like a lot of Metroid games. I was thinking about Let's Playing Fusion at some point. I think that would be fun. Frustrating because of Nightmare, because I always die so much on Nightmare. A lot of people probably would not be happy about this, but I would definitely opt to use the sword points. I would definitely not play it straight through. Oh, Hidden Block Mania. That was pretty easy. I'd actually be interested to download the level and see where the hidden blocks are. Like if I just lucked out or something. Or if that is what you're supposed to do. Hidden blocks are just decided to be trolly. That is the worst. If you make a hidden block maze, I'm totally down with that. But when you just put them like over a super hard jump, that is a little bit trolly. I'm guessing we're gonna have a Splatoon level here. Same with the Splatoon 3 pack. I wouldn't have gotten it, but they had it. It's like, oh, cool. Again, this is basically the tutorial level. Again, you can recognize, because I recognize this little strut or chatting out piece here. It's just the other time was New Super Mario Bros. This is OG. Oh, yawning a lot. I like Splatoon a lot, but I find I'm having so much issues with so many disconnects with the servers that it is getting really frustrating. Which is such a shame because I really want to like this game a lot more than I do. But holy cow, is the online netcode not the best, and my internet isn't great either. But like I can play Smash occasionally, I can play Mario Kart occasionally. Like Splatoon just won't work for me. This is incredibly disappointing. Single player is really good. I would still recommend the game just because the single player is fun. And I feel like the missions are pretty replayable too. Like I totally walked off the ledge. But I mean, I can actually pop in Splatoon just to like replay a few of the single player, just because I find a lot of single player stuff fun. So what's the gimmick here? Okay, block. Is there another hidden block somewhere? Like this is the kind of level I hate, to be honest. Where there's like no clear direction of what to do. Like if I put a hidden block that you need to find, I'll put some hint, like put a row of like a block here, and maybe just leave a conspicuous gap in the middle. But I'm not crazy about levels that give you no sense of what to do. Well, I guess we can just keep on piping. It was called Just Give Me Stars, but there was not a single star in that level, as far as I could tell. Clever, but it needed more direction. Like, maybe an arrow pointing up, like saying, yeah, go up. Just because that would give you a little more idea than just jumping off the edge. So yeah, but Splatoon is really good just because a single player is really good and replayable. I mean, I legitimately think that you could replay like all 20-some sword missions a lot. Like, I don't think it would be a problem at all. And that's good. That's good. Because a lot of games don't have replay value these days. A lot of games are long, but they have no replay value. Like Persona 4. I love Persona 4. It's like one of my favorite RPGs. But it's a long game. It took 70 hours to beat. But I am having the hardest time replaying it. Like actually replaying it from beginning to end. So if you think of replay value like that, it has no replay value. It is one of those that you play once and then shelve. Multiple playthroughs, and like Final Fantasy X also is a long game. You definitely get your money's worth out of just one playthrough, but it has no. You do not want to replay Final Fantasy X because it is grilling as heck. a game like Mario, I find has high replay value because you can just play it over and over and over again. That's good. But a lot of games you just play, it's a one and done. And like, I feel like mission-based games are a dying breed. Like more self-contained levels, like something you'd see in a Mario game, they're becoming a lot rarer, which is a little disappointing. Like I have not played it because for the aforementioned reasons. If you've watched any of my previous videos, yawning. Oh, actually not previous, upcoming because they haven't gone up yet. But I talk extensively on Phantom Pain and throughout Wind Waker because of all the sailing. I just started ranting about Phantom Pain at one point. So not ranting per se, but oh hey, Amiibo Showcase. I'm gonna go Luigi just because. No wait, let's see what this is. Is this an order relatively? This seems to be an order. Peach, Yosh, where's the Goomba? I like. Oh no, Bowser. Oh, I'm gonna wait. Is this Pit? Oh, Mega Man. I like how you can kind of like pretend like you're playing a Mega Man when mashing up on the D-pad. Like, yeah, I'm totally shooting. Besides, this level says the speedrun, and wouldn't it make sense to play Mega Man for a speedrun? Because Mega Man's all about that speed. Seriously, Mega Man speedruns are like mind-blowing to me. I mean, the amount of patience and willpower I would take to speedrun Mega Man, because I can barely beat the game slow, let alone fast. Run, Mega Man, run! Gotta fall here, I guess, because donut block. Oh, I hate... Donut blocks are kind of weird in this game. I don't feel like they respond as well as they should. I saw the door already, but I wanted to do legit. This actually would be a fun level because there is a lot of room for optimization. It would be interesting to see if people could make like for games in Quick, if like you could get Mario people to just make like a really hard gauntlet basically, and then speedrun it. Like if someone could make their own Mario game for like SGDQ or something, I think that'd be really fascinating. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that before. That's what happens if you have a door in front of the castle. I've never seen that before. That's really cool. Whew. That's actually a cool level. Yeah, it's like, anyway, back what I was saying. Phantom Pain. I feel like open world games have the replay value. They have they have longevity as games, but they have no replay value. Like I wouldn't want to constantly be restarting GTA like a lot of people. I've never played Grand Theft Auto, nor do I plan to. Just not my thing. So many stars. You know what? The fact that this game doesn't lag is really impressive. Like seriously. But it's like, I was replaying like Spider-Man 2 for GameCube, and then I was like, wow, this game is not good. Why am I replaying this? I kept thinking to myself. But a lot of games, like the Batman games, I have platinumed all of them. I have gotten 100% in all of them. In other words, if you're not an Xbox person, you won't know what. If you're an Xbox person, platinum is like meaningless. But like I gotten 100% in Asylum. I did everything except the DLC in City, and I did everything except the DLC in Night. I never want to play those games ever again. Straight up, I never ever want to play those games ever again. Not because they're bad games, and not because, I mean, they were long games, like Night took me like 30 hours, but I just have no desire to ever replay Arkham like, or City, or I could see myself playing Asylum again, but not the other two, just because the other two are so long and tedious. I mean, they are good games, but they don't lend themselves well to constantly playing, if you know what I mean. Asylum is very short and like self-contained and to the point. It's concise. So I feel like it has more replay value because even though it's the shortest Arkham game, I feel like you could replay it more. Like, you could replay it a lot. But like, City and Night, no way I would ever replay those from like, new game all the way back to 100%. Just no. It actually takes an interesting explanation. I actually got all the DLC and all the achievements on the Xbox version. And I deleted my save file actually, and then they released the 1989 level. and then I was kind of mad actually because my gamer score is always going to be off for Arkham Knight, and because I already deleted my file, I don't want to have to replay the entire game again, so I'm never gonna technically 100% Arkham Knight. And I'm okay with that because I don't like Arkham Knight. I just absolutely do not like that game. City I like a lot better, to be fair. But yeah, Night, I absolutely would never replay that game. It's got so much content. I mean, like say I was a Batman fan, and I paid $60 for it, or even like 80 or 90 for the deluxe, I would feel like totally satisfied because it is a super long game. Like there's so much content to it. So I would feel like I was getting my money's worth out of it, you know. But at the same time, I would never want to touch it again, probably, because of how like long and grueling certain sequences are. I don't know if it's just me, but I find like the longer the game, the harder it is for me to actually replay it. Like Kirby. I like replaying Kirby because it's so short. Nightmare Dreamland I replay constantly because it is like a 5-hour game at the most. I think my Let's Play took like 2 hours because I kind of knew what I was doing, so it took about 2 hours. But I mean, if I was playing it from ground 1, it would probably take me about 5 hours, mostly because of secret exits and stuff. You'll see how fast I get through the game, even with a lot of screw-ups. Assuming you stick around for my channel for that, whenever the heck that goes up, probably, I think it's scheduled for next month. Sometime after Mario Party 5, I know that much, but, Kirby's just so replayable because of how ridiculously short it is. It's just like, if you have some downtime, you can finish Kirby in an hour and move on with your life. But Arkham is like a serious time commitment. I feel like Metal Gear would also kind of fall into that same category of, each mission is so self-contained. I feel like I would not have as many issues with the open world curse. Because there's so much to do in the game. And different routes and stuff. Like, Ground Zeroes I thought was really fun. The lack of story was probably the only really big problem I have with the game. Because the story, no matter how you look at it, Ground Zero's story is super lacking. Apparently Phantom Pains is too, but the gameplay in Ground Zeroes is pretty solid, so, like, Ground Zeroes gameplay was really good, so if you're more into gameplay, I'm sure it is a really good game. If you're in Metal Gear for the story, which a lot of people are, then it is not a good game. So, yeah. So, well, we get to see what happens when we finish the course with Luigi now. My computer's glitching out. Like, the bottom of the screen is getting all pixely. It usually does when I have the game capture open. That's weird, there isn't any special dialogue for Luigi. That's disappointing, actually. Yeah, for some reason, when you see the game capture HD, for some reason my computer screen glitches out, like, gets all pixely and stuff. It doesn't seem to be affecting recording or anything, but it is something that comes up. I'll probably shut my computer after this and give it a rest. But got through another round of 100 Mario, and we unlocked the green yarn Yoshi. In another month, I would have been able to do that just with an amiibo, but hey, got it early. So yeah, there'll probably be more Mario Maker down the line. I don't know when, but yeah, whatever. I feel like it just pop up a Mario Maker video. It's kind of a convenient game actually for that regard. Yeah, next time we will yet again try to save the princess. And fail because infinite levels. Hooray!